Guys, Ben Dorr here, Executive Director of Minnesota Gun Rights, and here we have at the start of another gun-grabbing legislative session. We're at the kickoff of the 2020 legislative session. The war against your gun rights starts right now. Connect. Oh, there we got reception again. BLOOMBERG'S groups, there were hundreds of them up here a little bit ago. Lion Commie Mommies, the BLOOMBERG Brigade. Follow me, we're gonna walk through this crowd a little bit. Oh, pardon me, sir. They want red flag gun seizures. They want universal registration. There's many of them here. Let's swing over here a minute. Hold on. Look at it. This right here is an anti-gun lobbyist right here. Anti-gun lobbyist. These people. These people are here demanding passage of gun control. They are here demanding free licenses, driver's licenses for illegal aliens. These people have no respect for law and order. They say it's all about public safety. It's not all public safety. It's about total control on your rights, on your Second Amendment freedoms, stealing your tax dollars and attacking your freedoms. That's what they're here for. It's the start of the 2020 legislative session. Follow me a minute here. Do me a favor, guys. Share this video on your Facebook pages. Share it with your family and friends. There were hundreds and hundreds of Bloomberg activists here just a little bit ago. The fake news media out in force. Listen to them screaming. Just listen to them scream. Look at these people. They're all standing over there demanding a total destruction on your Second Amendment freedoms. They want to totally strip away your right to due process. They want to take your guns, and they want to turn this state into a socialist hellhole. That's what they want. That's what the Democrats want. It's what the rhinos want. And look at skeevy lobbyists. Look at all these people.
Not me.
No. Say hi to Chris, Minnesota Gun Rights. We're here fighting for your freedoms. We're fighting for your Second Amendment rights, and we're making sure that everybody knows that if you trample on our Second Amendment, we will come after you at election time. I just got done giving all kinds of interviews to media. We'll see what happens. Most of these people, they report very unfairly. They'll probably not use anything that I said, but they wanted to know. They said, what's Minnesota Gun Rights going to do during the 2020 election season? Because these people here are promising to go after so-called pro-gun lawmakers. We said we will target any lawmaker who stands against our Second Amendment rights, Republican or Democrat. Republican or Democrat, we will oppose you. We will come after you at election time. Okay? That's what we're going to do here. Do me a favor, share this video. Chris? Look at this. Listen, screaming, shouting, hordes. Totally uncivilized. Look at them. A bunch of them over there, they're demanding driver's licenses for illegal aliens. They're in our country illegally, and they want free licenses, free car insurance, just totally flying in the face of our law. But has anybody stopped them? No. I mean, they're holding signs saying, we are illegal aliens and we vote. That's what they're holding up here. The fight starts now to stop universal gun registration, to stop red flag gun seizure legislation, and we need your help to get it done. We need to stop it now. I'm asking you to join Minnesota Gun Rights, Minnesota's largest, beautiful gun rights organization. Become a member at joinmgr.com. Stand with us, because the fight is right now. Right now until the end of May is the 2020, oh, you can pass on by, the camera's facing this way, is the 2020 legislative session, and they are going to do everything they can possibly do to ram this gun control down our throats, and we're up here doing everything we can possibly do to shut it down. But we cannot do it without you. We cannot stop it without you. We cannot protect our freedoms if we don't have gun owners across the state standing with us, fighting with us, and helping us get this crap shut down. So stand up and fight with us. Make a contribution if you can. Get your family, your friends, get them on board. I know all of you have so many family and friends, neighbors who are pro-gun, who have no idea what's happening here right now. We need them to get on board and help us shut this crap down, to make phone calls to their lawmakers, send pre-written emails, use our action center on our website at minnesotagunrights.org, and help us stop this gun control from passing. There's a lot of beautiful patriots up here, though. Great people came up here to stand with Minnesota Gun Rights members and supporters. And they told me, they said, Lazy Rob, he's downstairs right now hiding in the cafeteria from Bloomberg's people. They said he was like taking a nap in the corner. I mean, how are we supposed to defend our gun rights if we're sleeping in the corner of the cafeteria in the basement? Lazy Rob, wake up, wake up. The fight's here now. Time to fight for our gun rights, folks. Become a member of Minnesota Gun Rights today. Fight with us now. Stand up and fight for your gun rights. They want universal gun registration. Gotta run. Patriots are running around here. You know, just a little bit ago, a reporter walked up and they stuck this camera in my face and they said, if Minnesota Gun Rights is so large, why don't you have 250 people out here right now like Bloomberg's groups do? And so I told them, Minnesota Gun Rights members have jobs. They have jobs. Oh, that made that fake news. They was very angry. She was very angry that I said that. But it's true. MGR members have jobs. You can't come from all over the state to be here today. That's what I'm doing here. But I need your help. I need your help to fund these programs. Total psychopaths. Screaming, yelling, shouting. It's never conservatives up here. It's never Americans. Look, these people are illegal. They're not Americans. They're in here illegally, calling for gun control, calling for free crap. They all want free stuff. Socialists. Total socialist nutbags. That's what we're up against here in St. Paul. Left-wing, moderate, Democrat, rhino, socialists. That's what we're trying to stop here. We're trying to take away our constitutional rights. Listen to him scream. All these lobbyists, nasty, swarmy lobbyists. Look at this. There's the fake news media right there. They're up here to try to convince everybody that there's no support for pro-gun legislation. They're up here to convince everybody that all of Minnesota wants common sense gun control legislation and common sense public safety legislation. It's garbage. It's not true. Nobody wants this crap. Nobody wants this. The only people who do are Bloomberg's people. Bought and paid for, bust in here with his billions of dollars while he's running for president to stand up and attack your gun rights. That's what's happening, and I need you to help. I need your help, okay? Bloomberg is spending millions and millions of dollars. We don't have millions and millions, but we're amassing a war chest. So many gun owners have already donated to this cause, are standing up for their gun rights and helping us fund these programs. We're going to do radio ads. We're going to do TV ads if we can afford them. We're going to do direct mail. We're going to do tremendous online digital ads attacking anti-gun lawmakers and educating gun owners about what's going on in St. Paul. There's so much we need to do, but we can't do it on hopes and prayers. We can't do it on hopes and prayers. Bloomberg is not doing it on hopes and prayers. Bloomberg is funding this crap. And the fake news media is helping with the entire thing, standing against our gun rights. Look at this. Step over here. We'll spin this around.
Thank you for the interview.
You betcha.
Here's something that a guy told me about 30 years ago. I love it when I come up to think that way. He said he grew up in Cleveland where people hung out on their front porches, okay?
Right.
And he said the way he looks at the world now, we have become a back deck society. You're welcome on my back deck as long as we agree on religion, politics, and football.
Right.
And he's saying, he's hoping we get back to a front porch. Let's look each other in the eye and talk to each other.
Yeah.
Front
Hey.
porch society.
We agree. Just stop attacking our freedom, you know? That's just what it comes down to. We're not trying to take anything from them.
No, I know.
They're trying to take it away from us, and that's just why we're here. So
My job is to be objective, but
Sure.
think about that as you go through life.
you betcha.
Regardless of what football team, front porch is the Thank you.
Not too bad. Thanks.
Everybody has different opinions, but everybody has different points. Try to pass legislation for more people.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah, when I say with people, it's a lot of people follow you guys too on Facebook.
Follow us on Facebook?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm gonna shake your hand. Thanks for coming out, man. So are you here? You here on this issue? Is that what you're here for?
I have on this issue too, and it's important. It's important. The same issue you have and the same issue we have. We're fighting for our people. And we need more people now. And say, I support the Second Amendment. I support every people of color. Everybody has the right to have guns.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is how it's work.
Absolutely.
This is the U.S. work.
Yeah, you bet. A lot of MGR members out here today. This is wonderful. We're loving it. Look at all these people around me that you see are lobbyists. They're all lobbyists up here, and they're bellied up to the government trough. Except for those guys. Those guys are freaking patriots right there. But they're bellied up to the government trough, and they want free money. They want your gun rights taken away. They want your Second Amendment rights totally destroyed. They want to pass a red flag gun seizure bill. If you don't know what that is, I'm going to step right over here. Do a quick little talk. Under red flags, anybody, a neighbor, an ex-wife, an ex-girlfriend, an ex-husband, an ex-boyfriend, can call the cops and say, you're dangerous. You're dangerous. That's all. They can say, they have guns, or they voted for Donald Trump, or I saw them in Walmart the other day, or, because they wouldn't be in a gun show. I saw them in Walmart the other day and they were carrying a box of 22 shells. That makes them dangerous. And so just because of that, a judge can issue an extreme risk protection order, an ERPO. And because of that, because of the ERPO, cops can come to your house, kick your door down, and seize your firearms. You don't get arrested, you don't get indicted, you don't get convicted, nothing. You don't have to have committed a crime at all. They will simply take your firearms because somebody called you in. And there's no restrictions on who. It could be an ex-girlfriend from literally 30 years ago who moved to California because, well, they love the policy there, okay? It could be anybody can call you in and have your firearms taken away under red flag laws. That's what they're trying to pass here in Minnesota. That and universal background checks. Universal background checks simply says that every single gun would have to be registered with the government, that every firearms transfer goes through a background check. So you want to give a gun to your wife for Christmas, you have to run a background check on your own wife in order to give her a firearm for self-defense. If you don't, you both become felons. Felons, okay? If you want to give an old 410 shotgun to your grandson as a family heirloom, those are not mine. Not mine. If you want to give an old family heirloom to your grandson, you can go to jail. You can become a felon simply for giving a gun, an old shotgun, an old 22 to your grandchild for Christmas. You can get in trouble for that. You can become a felon and lose your firearms rights entirely. want to do. There's so many people. There's some good people up here. There's some great people up here, but there's also, well, there's some losers. We've talked to a lot of politicians today, bad politicians. They're very angry to see us here. They're very upset that we're here. They have security guards who I've been very friendly with. I've been working here for so many years. And now these security guards have been told, you need to watch out for Minnesota gun rights. You need to make sure they don't get near politicians to ask them the pointed questions. Because that's what we did. We got here, we started asking lawmakers, why'd you vote for this? Why'd you vote for that? What are you going to do on this issue? And they all ran away or freaked out. And the security guard stepped in and said, hey, you're not allowed to talk to those lawmakers. We are registered lobbyists. It is our job to talk to lawmakers, to politicians about their votes on behalf of our membership. But they're doing everything they can do up here to shut that down. You know why? Because we go on video. Because we tell you what happens up here. These other lobbyists, these other people here, these people would never tell you what goes on up here. Their job, like with Lazy Rob, it's his job to come up here, get on his knees, and beg politicians, and only report what's politically correct or politically expedient and protects his friends. So they don't want us to know anything because they're afraid we'll tell you, which of course we will, because you are Minnesota gun rights, you are our membership, and you deserve to know the truth. The truth. And the truth is our freedoms are under attack from the left and the right, from the Republicans and the Democrats up here. And we need to band together and stop this gun control from passing. So do us a favor, help us stop this. Go to joinmgr.com, there's links in the comment section, or go to donate, number 2, mgr.com, and make a contribution. Help us fund the programs necessary to combat Michael Bloomberg's programs in this state. You see, Bloomberg has the millions, but we've got the people. We've got the people. He needs millions to combat the people. And we need your help to raise what we can, to do what we can, to get the word out, because we are the majority here. We got a bunch of left-wing socialists here in the cities running around. None of them, most of them, they're unemployed, they're getting welfare checks, they're on socialized medicine or pushing for socialized. They're all Bernie Sanders supporters, left-wing psychos. They're the ones who run around here pretending that they're the majority of Minnesota. And out in the land of rocks and cows, as Governor Tim Walz would call it, that's where the real Americans are, who need to stand up and fight for their freedom, get on board with this program, and help us shut it down. We did in 2019. We did in 2019. We fired 120 emails. These people are the worst of the very worst. I see some state representatives in there, terrible people, awful people. But our membership fired 120,000 emails into St. Paul during the 2019 legislative session. Thousands and tens of thousands of phone calls. State senators who hate our guts, who have no reason to give us any praise whatsoever. They didn't realize it, but they told us, they said, we've never received so much. There we go. Bad reception. They said we've never received so much communication on any issue during any legislative session ever that they received from the members of Minnesota Gun Rights. We need your help. We need to get the job done. Okay? Help us out. Go make a contribution. Buy a membership. Okay? Even if you're not from Minnesota, help us. Help us as we stood with the gun owners in Virginia. I see some people in Virginia watching right now. What happens in Minnesota affects your state. What happens in your state affects Minnesota. If Minnesota falls, so many states around us are going to fall. So many states will pass gun control that didn't have gun control before if a state like Minnesota lets this stuff pass. So we need your help. Psychopaths.
I should criticize that we
Sorry guys, we're watching. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Do us a favor. Share this video. Share with everybody you know. Make a contribution. There's no other organization up here fighting for you. There's other organizations up here, but they're asleep. They're dozing. They're sleeping in the cafeterias.
I don't even know if you've told them about it yet, but you probably did when you were over there earlier. But the other entity that is up here, that is pounding the ground for gun control, is the corporate media. They're crawling all over this place, and not only is there just crap tons of lobbyists all over, but there's the media. Check this out.
We'll show them.
And for those of you who don't know, I'm Chris Dorr. I used to be Ben for this organization, but check this out right behind me here. Look at this. These people, like President Trump would say, they're the enemy of the state. They're the enemy of the people. That's what their job is right here. That and these scum-sucking lobbyists over here that love to look at us about every 2 seconds. We love it.
Terrible, terrible.
Looking at us right now.
Lobbyists are scum of the earth, and these fake news reporters, they're no different. They're no different. These people are up here to lobby the government for every socialist left-wing crap that you can even imagine. And that's why, and that's the answer. That's the answer to the question. People ask, why? Why on earth is our state just going downhill? Why is our government passing these types of laws? Why are they appropriating funds to Planned Parenthood and giving licenses to illegal aliens? Why are they doing this? Well, because the media is pushing this stuff. The slimy lobbyists who are standing over there leering at us right now, they're pushing this stuff. Bloomberg's organizations are pushing this stuff, and the left wing, the NARALs, and the rest of these left-wing socialist, pro-death, anti-American organizations are pushing this stuff. And truly, there are so-called pro-gun organizations who are totally working against the cause of freedom. Why? Well, a lot of reasons. A paycheck, for one. The love of politicians is another one. They want to be loved. There is nothing that makes a lobbyist's heart pitter-patter more than having, well, a whole Rolodex of phone numbers in their cell phone. Oh, I can call Senator so-and-so.
Yeah.
And I can text with Representative so-and-so. It makes them feel big and powerful. Makes them feel like they're something special. They're not. No, they are not. These politicians are nothing special. The fake news media is nothing special. These people are losers. These people are losers, and they're standing against your freedoms. I think an OGO watch party just got started and we bumped up our numbers, so feel free to say hi.
Nice.
Feel free to say hi. There you have it. All the fake news. Look at them lined up back there.
Look at that. This is, for those of you who are watching this in Ohio, obviously I'm Chris Dorr, the director for Ohio Gun Owners. This is my brother Ben. We started Minnesota Gun Rights together. I came up here to enjoy the festivities today. But Minnesota is, Ohio obviously for Ohioans is ground zero, but we focus on these states for a very specific reason, and that is the Bloomberg, the gun grabbers, they are targeting these kinds of states so if they, and to drive the wedge in. If they can pass stuff in these kinds of states, they can expound on that. They can go into other states. We fight like dogs in Ohio. They're fighting like dogs here in Minnesota, and I'm happy to be here today to help out with this fight.
Bloomberg announced just the other day he's already opened 2 full-time field office. There goes a loser. There goes a loser lawmaker right there. That guy is a horrible human being. Votes to kill babies, never did a thing for gun owners. But hey, he's a Republican, so I guess that makes him all right. No. Like I said, Bloomberg opened 2 offices. He's opening 6 more. You're gonna have 8 full-time field offices and over 50 paid staff. 50 paid field operators crawling, sliming all over our state to mobilize support for Michael Bloomberg's gun control agenda. Are they opening some?
And he's not doing it just here in Minnesota. He's doing it in Ohio too. 12 full-time field offices, 60 field staffers in Pennsylvania. It's 13 field offices, 95 field staffers. This is a campaign for gun control from the absolute top down.
Yeah, so we need your help. I see, like I said, a lot of Ohioans are watching right now. A lot of people.
My buddy Corey Curl watching.
Join Ohio Gun Owners. Go to joinogo.com. We're fighting like hell for you in states all across America, and you're fighting with us, and we love you for it, and we're doing it because we love our freedom. Chris has 7 children. I've got 2 and one on the way. Don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but it's them we fight for.
Yes.
They're the ones growing up in the America that we're going to leave behind for them. And it is our duty to our country, to our families, to our friends, to our communities. It's our duty to fight for a better future, to fight for America, to fight for the freedom that our founding fathers gave us, that they carved out of a wilderness and carved in blood against a British army seeking to destroy our right to be free. And it's no different here. It's no different now in 2020. And we've got to fight for that freedom or we will lose it all. We'll lose it all. Go to joinmgr.com, become a member of Minnesota Gun Rights, become a member of Ohio gun owners, those who are watching there, because the fight is now. It's not tomorrow. The fight was yesterday.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
The fight was a decade ago. The fight was 2 decades ago. We're behind. We're behind. We got a lot of work to do. We need your help. Share this video. Share this video. Become a member. Join with Minnesota Gun Rights. You're not just a name on a card.
Right.
It's not. You're not just a Rolodex of people going, well, we got a bunch of members. You are the lifeblood. You're the heart and soul of these organizations. You are the power. You're the fist that pounds these lawmakers in these state capitol buildings.
Yes.
Without you, we have nothing. We have nothing.
Well, we've actually been going around here this all morning, absolutely ass-beating some of these politicians who have taken horrible votes, either on gun rights or on pro-life issues. And we got this camera. There's a lot of good stuff on here, by the way. This camera has been in a lot of their faces demanding answers why they voted how they did. But the reason why they hate us so much, it's not because there's just personal friction there or they don't like whatever. No, they know that the organizations that are represented right here, Ohio Gun Owners, Minnesota Gun Rights, Pennsylvania Firearms Association, they know that we exist to transfer the power from this building, where all these scum-sucking lobbyists and all these soulless politicians are. We transfer the power from these people and we put it right smack dab back in your hands so that you can absolutely come at them with a political axe at election time. They hate us because they're scared of you. That's what this is all about. Power back to the grassroots.
They are truly terrified, so afraid. We can see it all over the place. Oh man, there are so many scum-sucking monsters walking around here. That guy over, that guy.
Who was that?
Unbelievable. That's one of those priests. That's one of those. That's one of those faith leaders that they haul up here to advocate for everything wicked in the world. Just a human dumpster walking on legs. This place is full of them. Just total trash. Total trash. And they need to be exposed. They need to be fought against. They need to be stood up against. And everybody needs to know what these politicians are doing up here in St. Paul. So make a contribution. Go to donate2mgr.com or go to minnesotagunrights.org. Make a contribution. Become a member of Minnesota Gun Rights. Join Ohio Gun Owners. Wherever you're watching from, stand with us now as we fight for you, as we help defend our most cherished freedoms. A human piece of garbage. There he goes. Look at this guy. Just human garbage. Human garbage right there. This guy advocates for everything wrong in the world. Every left-wing, socialist, America-hating. He's a horrible human being. Trash. Trash. And if we don't stand up and call it what it is, and say it like it is, and expose these people, and if we're too afraid, if we have too much fear in our hearts, we will lose our freedoms, we will lose our country, we will lose Minnesota, and we will look back decades from now and say, why God did I not fight for my children, for my family, for my state? We're fighting. We're fighting now, right now. And we need you to help us. Go to joinmgr.com, become a member of Minnesota Gun Rights. Stand with us. Stand with us. We're fighting for you. We're fighting for your freedom, and we cannot do it without you. Can't do it without you. Guys, do me a favor, share this video with everybody. Share it far and wide. Make sure everybody knows what's happening here. The fight starts now. For those of you who are just tuning in, it's February 11th. It is the start of the 2020 legislative session. This is the year. We're going to find out. In this upcoming election season, the entire House and Senate is up for re-election. Deals will be made. Bargains will be struck between the left and the right, between Democrats and rhinos. This is when deals are made. This is when crap is done the most in order to provide political cover at election time. That's what these people are here for. That's what they're going for. Political cover at election time. And we exist to expose them. To expose them. We're very good at it. We're very good at exposing lawmakers. Really, some people, they say we are the best. We're certainly the best in Minnesota, I can tell you. That I can tell you. But we can't do it alone. Can't do it alone. Join us. Help us. The fight kicked off now, guys. Do me a favor, share this video with your family and your friends. Stand up and fight with us. Become a member at joinmgr.com. We'll have more updates, maybe today, certainly tomorrow, and every day that follows, guys, as the war for our gun rights kicks off right now. Join us. Share this video. We'll talk soon. God bless you. Carry on.